So, New World did some updates on their Twitter and on their YouTube page, and we are going to go ahead and take a look at that. Let me bring that information up. So, let's see. There we go. So, they did a touring of REEKWATER.
Today we travel to the boggy swamps of REEKWATER, a lonely place haunted by treachery and death, and named for its pervasive, sickeningly sweet stench. Entering REEKWATER from the west, you will stumble into MOSSWATER Bog, a dark, dank fishing village, home to some of the most bloodthirsty lost in Eternum. Inexperienced travelers accidentally crossing from Windswood should tread carefully, as these restless souls will tear an unwary wanderer limb from limb. Head further east and you'll arrive at the region's main settlement, REEKWATER Hamlet. Those that have taken up residence in the region have built their homes high in the twisting trees and branches, and you'll need to keep a close eye on your map if you want to safely navigate this labyrinth. Take some respite from the harsh wastelands at the inn. Craft yourself some strong gear at the tool stations, and when you're ready, head over to the town hall to see how you can help out. Headman Onizaka is desperately seeking assistance for dealing with the Siren Queen, thought to be the source of REEKWATER's unrelenting haunts. You should give Onizaka's proposal some serious consideration before setting out, however. The Siren Queen has set up her throne in the spire of MELPOMENE, and you'll have to wade through an army of lost to reach her.
Okay.
To the south of the region, you'll find REEKWATER Fort, one of the most imposing and well-protected structures across Eternum.
I see.
Turrets line almost every wall of this place, and invading forces will need to make use of the plentiful cover if they want to get within shooting distance of it. But the rear of the fort appears to have a few weak points that could be exploited by some intrepid attackers.
Okay.
If you're traveling the north of REEKWATER Hamlet, look out for the Eternal Pools. This area is home to some awe-inspiring architecture, along with an army of dryads who will stop at nothing to keep you out. Approach the Eternal Pools from the south, and you'll find what our explorers have called the LAZARUS Instrumentality Expedition. You'll need to gather a strong party of warriors to take this on, but the treasures that lie beyond its gates will surely be worth your efforts.
Did you say treasure?
Evil spirits may dominate much of REEKWATER, but its wildlife can be just
Is that a
as
blue
lethal.
buffalo?
To the south, you'll
Or bison?
find lush wilds, home to a bounty of wildlife. Be particularly cautious of the Myaloops, which will chase you to the ends of the earth to take you down.
Okay.
Even the goats here can become exceptionally violent when provoked. It's not all death and dryads, however. Explorers in search of something even more exotic should search LAMBEN MUSKAC, an otherworldly oasis with luminous flora and fauna, most of which wants you dead. But the
There's the
true
deer from
treasures of
the
REEKWATER
trailer.
lie in its vast rivers, swamps, and beaches, where the bravest of fishers have found treasures incomparable to the rest of Eternum. Grandmaster Fisher Machera may be able to tell you more if you can convince him that you're worthy of his time. And if you
Okay.
do find yourself in search of fish, bring a sturdy pair of boots.
Got it.
There's no doubt that REEKWATER holds some of the harshest country in all of Eternum. But for those willing to wade through the swamps and dryads, there are plentiful treasures to get your hands on, with rare plants to harvest and plentiful fishing spots to cast your line at. You certainly won't go empty-handed, if you're ever able to leave, that is.
Okay. And then they did a little expedition. That Lazarus expeditions that we already talked about earlier.
Welcome to Expeditions. 5-player dungeon crawls that will take you deep into the darkest and most perilous recesses of Eternum. In Expeditions, you'll face unique and challenging foes, solve elaborate riddles and puzzles, and discover rare and powerful items that will aid you in your journey through Eternum.
Yes.
Today we'll be taking a look at the Lazarus Instrumentality, an expansive subterranean ruin filled with ancient secrets, where something stirs deep in the dungeon's heart. As you coordinate your team to tackle the expedition, you'll want to remember a few key factors. Expeditions are meant to be some of the most challenging missions in New World. Make sure your team is properly outfitted with potions, tinctures, coatings, and ammunition. The wisest adventurers will also make sure to strategize team roles, with players designating healer, tank, and DPS responsibilities accordingly. With your preparations complete and your team assembled, it's time to descend into the Lazarus Instrumentality.
This would be more of an end-game
Enemies in Expeditions will be plentiful. In this mission, you'll be facing a variety of ancient foes. Ancients wield powerful magical attacks and can switch from close range to ranged combat in an instant. As you progress further into the level, you'll come across puzzles that will test your wit as well as your fighting prowess. For example, this glyph puzzle will require your team to seal a network of doors by triggering a series of switches etched upon the dungeon floor. Each expedition is filled with unique lore that will help you achieve a deeper and more nuanced understanding about the history of Eternum, the secrets of the island, the true nature of Azoth, and the truth behind what happened to the ancients. You'll also occasionally encounter unique NPCs in expeditions. Here, Scylla has a task for our adventurers. While some of these characters have good intentions, there are also those who only wish to stifle your party's progress. And while no expedition is complete without a boss encounter, it turns out Scylla was only the gatekeeper for an even more dangerous and mighty foe.
Lazarus? I think it's Lazarus.
While we'd love to show you more, we think the best way to experience an expedition is to play it yourself. The Lazarus Instrumentality is but one of the many epic and challenging expeditions available on Eternum. We can't wait for you to discover them along with the countless other adventures available to you in New World. New World releases August 31st, 2021, with a closed beta beginning on July 20th. Make sure to follow us on Twitter for the latest updates and news about the game, and we can't wait to see you on Eternum later this summer.
So, August 31st is actual quote-unquote release date for New World, and July the 20th is open beta. Both of those days I will be streaming here on my Twitch channel and then be uploading it on my YouTube channel. Be sure to follow me here on Twitch to know anytime that I do any kind of uploads, anytime any kind of streams. Link down below for my YouTube and subscribe there so you know every single time that I upload there. And always, no matter where you are, no matter what kind of background you have, no matter where in the world you are, I hope you have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening wherever you are, and I will see you guys in my next stream or in my next video. Be sure to leave comments down below on what other kind of games or news that you want me to cover, but I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.